Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is Newswatch 16 at 10.
Good evening, I'm Lisa Washington. Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight in Snyder County with a developing story, a crash that ends with an SUV on top of a restaurant. That's after it hit several vehicles. Newswatch 16 Scott Schaefer is live at that scene in Shamokin Dam where this all happened this evening. Scott.
Yeah, Lisa, and what a scene it is, something I've never seen before. Let me try to set the situation as it stands right now. Behind me, this is 11 and 15 in Shamokin Dam, the Golden Strip, clearly the busiest road in all of Snyder County. On the other side of 11 and 15, obscured by this truck that's going by, the Golden Chopsticks Chinese restaurant. On the roof of the Golden Chopsticks, there is a wrecked vehicle. Let me repeat that. There is a wrecked vehicle on the roof of that restaurant. Let's take a look at the video that we have right now. We believe the vehicle to be a BMW SUV. Police tell us this, sometime between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, right at the heart of Friday afternoon rush hour, this car was coming erratically southbound on 11 and 15. It clipped at least 3 other vehicles before entering that parking lot at a very high rate of speed. It hit a parked minivan in the side of the Golden Chopsticks restaurant, and that apparently launched the SUV onto the roof of the restaurant. That is where it sits. Now, if you take a look at the video, you will also notice that there is a child's car seat in that BMW SUV on the roof. Police tell us there was a child in the car at the time of the accident. The child is okay. The driver of the BMW is said to be in critical condition. 4 other people were taken to the hospital. We'll come out here live. We can show you the minivan that is crushed on the side of the Golden Chopsticks restaurant, absolutely totaled. Police tell us 2 people were in that vehicle when it was hit. We don't know how they're doing. The entire parking lot is littered with debris, tires, wheels. The engine of the BMW caught fire on the side of the building. It's not even up on the roof with the rest of the vehicle. Police tell us it will be hours before they're able to get that car off the roof of the restaurant. 11 and 15 is open, 1 lane in each direction, moving slowly. That is the scene as it stands right now. I'm Scott Schaefer, Newswatch 16, reporting live in Snyder County.
Just incredible to see those live pictures. All right, Scott, thank you so much for that. Plus, an unbelievable crash leaves a car on top of a restaurant. The latest on the crash you have to see to believe in a live report tonight on Newswatch 16 at 11.
Newswatch 16 is sponsored by your local Ford stores. Check out Ford's full lineup and build your new vehicle at buyfordnow.com today. From WNEP, the news station. This is Newswatch 16 at 11.
Good evening, I'm Lisa Washington. We begin tonight with a developing story out of Snyder County. An unbelievable crash ended with an SUV on the roof of a restaurant after it struck several other vehicles. Newswatch 16 Scott Schaefer joins us live from Shamokin Dam to survey that damage. Scott.
Lisa, 1 person is in critical condition after the wild wreck that ended here at the Golden Chopsticks restaurant along routes 11 and 15, the very busy Golden Strip here in Shamokin Dam. The vehicle that caused the crash ended up on the roof of the restaurant. Police say when they got to the scene, they'd never seen anything like it.
In my 27 years, no, I've never seen anything like this.
Shamokin Dam's police chief tells Newswatch 16 the vehicle that ended up on the roof of the Golden Chopsticks restaurant was an SUV driving erratically southbound on routes 11 and 15 right in the middle of Friday evening rush hour. It clipped 3 vehicles along the road before entering the parking lot of the restaurant at an extremely high rate of speed. The vehicle hit a parked minivan and somehow launched itself onto the roof where it finally came to rest. The wreck totaled the minivan in the parking lot and left debris strewn all over outside the restaurant. The driver of the SUV was taken to the hospital in critical condition. A toddler was also in the SUV at the time of the crash, but was secured in a child safety seat and miraculously was not seriously hurt.
We had 5 total injuries. There were 5 vehicles that were involved. Out of the injuries, there's 1 in critical condition, and the other ones were in satisfactory condition from what I understand.
Now, the Golden Chopsticks restaurant was open at the time, but police tell us it was open for takeout only, so there were no diners inside the restaurant. The vehicle that ended up on the roof of the Golden Chopsticks, it has been removed at this time and taken from the scene, but police say it's going to be quite a while before this scene is clear. Routes 11 and 15 is open right now, but 1 lane in each direction. It is moving slowly, and it figures to stay that way for at least a few more hours in this part of Snyder County. I'm Scott Schaefer, Newswatch 16, reporting live in central Pennsylvania.
Just some incredible pictures there. All right, Scott, thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Landon.
You're welcome.
Before we go tonight, an update on the crash that left an SUV on top of a restaurant in Snyder County. While crews work to clean up that wreckage, there is still a lane restriction along Route 11 in Shamokin Dam. Officials expect it to be hours before that road is fully reopened. You can find the latest on the wreck at WNEP.com and coming up on Newswatch 16 Saturday morning starting at 5 a.m.